Well, howdy, everyone.
I can't even. I didn't expect howdy. I loved it. Go ahead.
It just was top of mind when I figured I'd intro us. Well, here you have it. Back at you with more people, more problems. We got a special one in store for you. And no, this is not a Christmas episode, contrary to what Katie's sweater might be telling you right now.
Valentine's Day. Come on.
Okay, fine. Past Valentine's Day. But anywho, yes, we're festive. We're in the festive moment right now. We're enjoying a beveraggio throughout the entirety of this episode. We're enjoying a beveraggio throughout the entirety of this episode. There we
Cue
go.
Katie having a drink. She's a little slow.
Yeah, Brittany has her spritz over there. But we've got a nice, fun episode in store for y'all. It's as it turns out, it's been a year that we've been doing this.
Lucky, as it turns
Woo!
out.
Who'd have thought we'd have lasted this long? Hilarious and kind of fun. But anywho, Britt's kind of gone rogue and prepped this entire episode. I have actually no clue what we're going to be talking about for the next
You're just along for the ride.
30
And
odd minutes.
we've let Katie in today, but there is a strict rule that if they talk too much and leave me out, this is never happening again. She will never be invited back in front of the camera.
Yeah. Apparently, our Christmas episode I was the issue.
Well, it was both of you, fair, but I can't get rid of Chels. She's my co-host.
Yeah, that's true. You're not
Okay, we
allowed
will
back
try.
in.
I won't look to my right.
Well, it's just like zero eye contact. We'll pretend like the other of us is not there, and we're just focused on you, Brett. So
Well, that's why I think I was very purposeful about running the show, because I was like, if I do that, I have control. They have to listen to me.
Control
you know?
issues. Control issues. You had it. You heard it here, folks. She's got control issues.
I was going to say,
Britt, before you go for it,
Yeah.
let's just remind everyone, like, was it all worth it? Are you enjoying this? Are you liking? Are you following? Are you subscribing? Are you commenting? Do you give a shit? Maybe you don't. I mean, we do because we're
do
enjoying
we?
it. So
No,
I think we're gonna keep doing it. But anyways, let's kind of let this episode. We'll just see where it takes us and make a decision from there. Hey, Brett,
Imagine this episode was like the episode we come in and we're like, so we're breaking up.
the divorce.
Like, we're done.
Yeah.
This is the divorce episode, and this is it. So, hope you've all enjoyed it.
No, we're in it. Okay, so today's going to be crazy because I have prepared randomly. I don't know why when I thought about it, I was like, we're going to do a bunch of different little games, talk about reflections. I didn't want to do a standard 1 year anniversary podcast where I think you just like, what did we learn and grow? It's like, of course we learned and grew.
Always
Like,
growing.
I mean, and
Always
also like I think we say it every week when we're like, why we love doing this is because we get to, branch out to new topics and discuss together and research more leading up to it and learn from each other. How many times have we had these aha moments when we're sitting across from each other and just learning something? So I don't think we'll go into that too much, but I did want to start with intention of the podcast and like, have we hit it? And so my first quiz, either one can answer. What was the original intention of the podcast? And what was like our slogan? Do you remember?
was it the initial slogan, like not what we ended up with, is what you're saying?
I'm thinking, well, if you remember that, good for you. I was thinking about the one that's like our blurb on socials.
Yeah, it's like until robots take over,
You're stuck dealing with people.
and the human factor is still a thing.
No, that was never a part of
Something about human factor, yes.
it. There's nothing that said human factor in it. Remember we were going to do H factor or whatever?
Yeah.
H drive and anyways. Preparation H.
So you guys are failing at this. It was until we're all replaced by robots, we're stuck dealing with each other. So let's talk about how we do humans and like not in a dirty way kind of thing. And so did we nail that? You
Yes.
obviously didn't nail my question, but have we nailed it for the past year?
Oh, we totally nailed that. And I haven't gotten in trouble yet. Have you?
No, but that's not the point.
Okay, well, I'm just
Well, it
saying
could be.
how we do humans without getting in trouble.
I mean, we could be shut down real quick. One of our lose a job or who knows?
Oh, Lord. Someone's going to have
Knock
to
on wood.
sue me.
Okay, so then my next one is let's talk about our top episodes. So I went through all the stats and went through and found I did like top 5 episodes. And so I'm curious if you guys would take a gander. What do you think the top episode was? So most listens.
Um, what the fuck is culture?
Yeah.
Anyways.
No, that's number 2. Good
Oh.
job, but there's one
Oh.
above it.
It's the one with Shannon.
Nope, that's number 5.
Whoa, number 5,
Can you
really?
give us a clue? Is it like the first?
An earlier episode?
Yeah.
Earlier.
Oh.
Oh.
See, you know what? I figured there'd be a lot of earlier, like lots of likes and
Listens.
listens because people were like, what is this thing that they're doing? And like, are they,
Whether they wanted to learn or just laugh at us, they were
yeah, or
tuning
just
in.
like, oh, weird, you know? Was it the intro episode?
No.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay,
Um,
well, this is riveting television.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
it
Tell
was
us.
HR lingo and why we hate it. So, it was the second
Oh,
episode we did, but I actually went back and listened and we were funny. Like, we were very controversial. We talked about energy vampires in there. We talked
That's
about
right.
just like terms that were like, this is bullshit. Like, it's actually such
Whoa,
a
what
stupid
was the
term.
one, like the golden shower or whatever?
Oh my God. It wasn't called a shower.
What was it then?
Idea shower, you perv.
idea. I was like liquid gold.
Yeah.
No, you perverts.
She's been spending too much time on Pornhub, obviously.
Yeah, jeez. This is where we get canceled, folks.
Okay,
Speak
we're
for
not
yourself.
talking about it anymore. I'm not going to talk about it. Hilarious, but we're
Okay,
not going to talk about it.
so that was number 1. Number 2, you nailed it. What the F is culture anyway? What we learned from that, everyone likes a good swear word in a title. I think that they
Absolutely.
Google that shit,
I
right?
know. Clearly they do, eh?
Did we learn from that and make another episode with a swear word?
That's a good question. I don't
We're
think we did.
learning from it now in the annual review.
We're learning together.
The takeaway of the show.
Yeah.
People like,
Third was what do great managers do?
oh,
Mm,
that's a good
I really like that
Yeah,
one.
I enjoyed
Yeah.
that episode.
Tangible, right? Like
Yeah.
practical. We all took some. And then the fourth one was knowing your worth and when to speak up.
Oh, that's a good one
that's
too.
valuable for
Yeah.
people. That was
I can't
recommended
handle
by
your
Rochelle, that one. Rochelle
what story? Oh yeah.
recommended that one. Your sister.
Yep. Yeah. I just was talking over you so I couldn't hear. And then the final top 5 was our dear friend Shannon O'Brien, how to build a high performance culture.
Oh
And
yeah.
so that was first guest made it right up there, which I love.
Shout
Yeah.
out to Shannon.
Yeah. Shout out. Any other episodes that you feel like should have been in there that weren't?
Okay, so I'm gonna say year one is gonna, for me, I feel like it's gonna be a bit skewed because I really do think a lot of people listened in on those first couple episodes. Like we got a massive, kind of listening because it was so new and they were interested to see what it was and
Yeah.
whatever. And sucks if they made the decision from there not to continue listening. That kind of sucks. But I think year two, I mean, should there be a year two, will be even more telling because I think that will be more telling of the actual topics and how the topics are hitting with people rather than just did we pique someone's curiosity for a sec,
Yeah.
with like a little nitpick or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like how many ongoing listeners do we have versus like a one-time tune in?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
So, because I think some other episodes that we've done more recently, and like I'd say, like in the last 6 months, I think are phenomenal. But like then again, maybe we're not in tune with the listeners. I don't know.
I think you're right. Like one of the ones we did recently, what one was it? I feel like the past few we've done, I've just really felt like there was good content within them. Like I've really enjoyed learning from you and I just felt like we nailed. So, and some of the other ones, I'm like, oh, did we? But when I went through the top 5, I was like, all of these were actually really good. Like, I went back and listened to a few of them in pieces, and like, they're funny, they're good, so they make sense that they're up there, and so I was proud of that. But I do think as we go forward, like that's a big thing we have to continue to do, right? Is make sure we get the right topics, do it when we're actually having fun, like get the right content out there. And then as we know, which I've been hating but learning a lot is social media is like a thing. You have to like build an
Yeah,
audience
that's
and
our
it
new challenge
We
for
need
us
to be
in
better at
season
that.
2.
Social media. Yes.
yeah. I mean, I think it's because we're 36.
Us
We're just not in the
millennials.
game.
Don't tell them how old we are.
I mean, we look 26.
If we're being honest.
Just the old lady laugh. That's the
Yeah.
best.
Oh, enchanté.
Oh, Shantae. Okay, next game we're gonna play is gonna be guess that stat.
Ooh, Stan.
So I'm gonna throw out a stat, and you have to tell me what it represents. I'm not giving you anything
Oh.
more.
Oh my
This
god.
isn't based on the social media.
Or is
This
it
is
based
based
on
on
the podcast?
things I thought of.
Oh, just random
Just
shit.
Brit's thoughts. Okay.
Let's start with a really easy one. 47.
What? Sorry, what?
47.
You're just throwing out a number and you're
Yeah,
asking,
stat.
like a stat of what? Having to do with the podcast or
It
just
has to do with the podcast. Yes, duh.
47.
that's how many episodes we did in our year?
Ding, ding, ding.
Wow,
Good
good for
job.
you. Good for you.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. Let me throw out 2,700
Oh, I know that one too. That's how many total viewers, listeners we've had. Download
on all of them.
on all of the.
Oh, you're being
That's
are
just
you being
on
very
YouTube alone,
specific?
baby.
Oh, jeez.
What was it? I was wrong.
Well, guys, this is a good thing.
Oh god.
I don't know. Well, like, so it's is it YouTube views?
Just YouTube views, 2,700 on all of our episodes. So
Amazing.
that's just YouTube.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's all
yeah.
you
'Cause
guys. That's not me.
I
Yeah.
was expecting more of a reaction, and I feel
Wow.
like you guys were upset that you didn't win the guess rather than the stat, how great it was. Okay, another one, 185.
Subscribers.
Try and make a guess, Katie, while I wipe my nose.
Bottles of wine.
Oh, that would be a good one. That could be accurate,
What
but
is a
not
good
the stat.
Um, YouTube followers.
No, it's the
Oh.
amount of hours you've spent editing the podcast.
I'm gonna say
that was
that.
quick math on your
Yeah.
part.
Oh, I
You just
know.
did that.
What a sneaky little question, eh? I was just thinking it. I was like, didn't Britt just ask her a question before this of how many hours it takes you to edit? And I'm like, doesn't take her that long.
Yeah,
She's
I
like,
know. Chelsea was a little bit of an asshole about it.
listen, we've all established this is not the time to dispute anything or say
Sorry.
anything
Yeah,
to me.
she's unavailable
Anything at all.
between the next
Why
5
don't
to
you
7.
tell everyone why, Kate or Chelsea?
No, Gary can share that information with everyone. Listen, it's hard to be a woman, okay? It's so
There you go.
hard.
That's
It's so hard.
let the viewers and the listeners just guess based on
Yeah.
that.
A new
That's a new
stat. What time of the month is it?
I should have been wearing
Like-
the sweater, clearly.
God.
Why do you need a sweater?
You put your
This
arm
is a
up.
nice sweater.
That's what we're referring to for a second. 'Cause
All the listeners out there not tuning into the video, Katie is wearing a red sweater.
big,
There
bright
you go.
red sweater.
Okay, next one. 62.
Oh, I thought you were about to say 69.
Oh, no.
62 hours of film or hours of recording.
Oh, that would have been a good one, but no. Chelsea, any guesses?
Likes? Comments.
No. The amount of times we've swore on the podcast.
No, you didn't.
Wait, how did you find that?
I did a little thing where I could like put up the videos, then do a count of machine learning to figure out the swear words.
That's really clever.
Well, I can't take shout out to my papa, my dad, Brad.
I was
call
going
him
to say, I'm
Papa
like,
'cause that's
you're
what
the new IT.
That's so.
Yeah, no, I would have never thought of that.
I love that.
Never thought of that. Okay, last stat.
We didn't have that many swears.
That's not like us, actually.
Dude,
Come on,
four-
girls.
I thought that was way more.
Yeah, 47 episodes and only 60. They must have kept out like some of the lower class swear words.
Like, yeah, you're probably right because that's not really a swear word.
Maybe
That's
it's
just a
not.
bodily function.
Maybe yeah, bodily function. And also maybe it didn't quite register it as shit. I thought we were saying shit.
Yeah. Oh, maybe that's what
Oh,
the kids tell us. You know, when
Well,
you
I'm
catch
telling
kids
you, when
swearing.
you do transcription on certain videos, you should see the stuff that I was about to say shit. You should see the stuff that comes out on the transcription. Doesn't get it right.
Yeah. Well,
Wall.
it's kind of like when you go to text your friend and you
Yeah.
say fuck, but it always says duck. And I'm like, you know what? At this point, they're gonna know I'm swearing, so I just don't
Yeah.
even change it.
You're right. You should just leave duck. I mean,
Yeah.
this
I don't know why Apple does that. Like,
rude.
I mean, we're all adults, unless they're not. But then put on like a children's thing, you know? Okay, last stat 2083.
did we already guess it?
Did we already pick
Kind of.
the answer that covers it? Listens on YouTube. Did we already say that?
You did that one. I'll just give it to you. It's the amount of streams on Spotify,
Oh, okay.
which
Oh,
is
that's
interesting.
cool.
YouTube more streams than Spotify.
People
Really?
like to
Hmm.
watch us.
Yeah. I guess what? Listen, what we're going to do next
They're
is
watching.
going to be something for the video. So next it's going to be caption that. So I'm going to lift up a photo and I'm hoping that I lift it in the camera and if I don't, let me know. And you guys are going to one of you will describe that photo and the other person has to caption it. So even if you're listening, hopefully you get an idea.
What are you doing? Are you describing or captioning?
What do you want to do?
I don't care.
How many photos? Okay, I'll describe, you caption.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
We're clearly not very technically savvy.
Okay, so this is a Christmas episode, and Britt looks like she's either gnawing at her fingers or biting her nails. Chelsea is clearly talking, and I don't look amused.
Yeah, I would just go with bored AF as this one.
Okay, that's a good one. Next one up.
That
Let
is
me
funny.
find a
Do
good
you want me to
one.
do the
Sure.
description?
Okay, so Chelsea, you will describe it, and Katie, you will caption it.
Okay, well, Chelsea's obviously drinking, as I do. Brittany seems to be rolling her eyes, obviously.
Okay, so the caption is, God, Chels, another drink? Come on.
Chelsea just always drinking.
I know.
Okay, final one. You guys both just
I'm
well,
describing.
It looks like Britt's trying to push something out, and Chelsea's
You know what? She's like what's his face on Dumb and Dumber when they get off the motorcycle when they're stuck together and their teeth are chattering.
driving to Aspen.
Yeah, driving to Aspen. She's like,
And you look like a resting bitch face.
yeah, totally.
it's Chelsea's natural face.
Not sure about that outfit that I wore. I'm rethinking that blouse for some reason. Yeah.
Okay, but
Okay, what's the caption?
Well, that you were in charge of the caption.
no, I described it.
Yeah.
I guess we both described
Have
it.
it. Hey, I got it. Having all the funds with a Z. There's Tammy Carl right there.
Okay,
Damn it.
I got one more. Actually, I lied.
Shout out to you, Tammy.
Who's Tammy?
Oh my god, this is Sarah's mom. That's
Oh,
so rude.
cute. Oh. Okay. Oh, so Britt looks upset.
Why would she be crying?
She's pouting, and it looks like Chelsea's yelling at her.
Yeah.
And she's
Yeah, the
disciplining
breakup.
her.
The hashtag the breakup.
Oh, that's a good one. The breakup.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for playing along that funny
And
game.
meanwhile, that was probably the episode of having hard discussions with your staff.
Or something like that.
We got two captions on that one.
Maybe it was
Okay.
like trauma bonding. Who knows?
Who knows? Okay, I will take a little break now. If you guys want to, anything you want to review or discuss from the last year, and then I got one more fun game.
She just throws it over to us without having prepared anything.
Britt's prepared the entire episode, but over to you, girl.
Well, no, I just wanted to give you a moment,
So I
just
think-
to share if you chose.
Yeah, so I think that stat that you said that we have more viewers than listeners. I guess like the average, what was it? The average episode. I would be interesting to learn, when do people actually watch podcasts? Is it like in the mornings when they get ready? Is it after, like at the end of the day and they're kind of unwinding? I've always kind of,
Yeah, like watching it.
yeah.
is interesting.
Do you okay? Like, I don't know if I would put us on to unwind. If I'm being,
You're supposed to be hyping us up.
I'm just saying, I think I would do it more so in the morning. Mind you, the wine time really brings in the evening. Let's hope evening.
I mean, sometimes it's morning for us, though, which is
Yeah.
sad. I don't know. I mean,
Well, or beautiful. Mimosas are made for the morning.
Yeah,
it's just-
exactly.
You're beautiful. Except we never have a mimosa. It's always wine or White Claw or something.
Okay, so since you guys kind of stunk at when I threw it over to you, I'm going to take it back now.
I had a comment that I'm
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just like, it's curious, the thought of watching, because why are people watching over the listening? Because I listen to podcasts on my drive into work and my drive home, and I absorb best doing that as well.
Okay, so can I answer first?
Yeah.
Okay,
We're
so
going back to this.
no, I was the same, and then recently I started watching podcasts as well, and not every podcast that I listen to do I watch, but a lot of them have the option. So yes,
Like Call Her Daddy.
yeah, Call Her
Yeah.
Daddy. Like for example, like I watched the one of Tish and what's the sister's
Brandy.
name? Yeah,
Brandy.
this morning, getting ready before work, and I don't know. It's just it feels like you're in the room with them and like you're
Yeah.
actually hanging out with them. So I can definitely see the reason why people do it, but for the convenience of it, yeah, driving to work. I listen to podcasts when it's convenient for me. Like if I have time to actually watch them, then I'll watch them. But if it's driving to work or if it's on my like AirPods and I'm working out or whatever, I'll just listen to it. So
I wonder, I didn't actually look at all of them. Like, I wonder if the ones that are more tipsy Tuesdays and fun ones are views because it's hilarious to watch us get drunk and do stupid shit. Whereas the more like intense content ones are more listens. Like, I could look into that. Maybe that's the, next one. But if you have any feedback, let us know what you prefer. Do you like looking at our faces? Do you like just listening to us? I mean, if you wanted to tune into that last game, video is best.
yeah,
Video is best for that one. I hate the sound of my voice, and I think everyone like probably thinks that about themselves. But like this is like the worst radio. Oh, she's got a face, and they were like she has a face for radio. Well,
yeah.
she's got a face for YouTube, but not a voice for radio.
Uh,
We have to cut that.
drink out there, just.
It just was meant to be a joke, but it just never landed.
Okay, we're gonna have to cut that.
No, this is
They're
hilarious.
oh yeah. Okay,
Oh.
whatever.
See, this is what no one talks about. Katie has all the power. She decides what stays in and out. So, I mean,
She's cool.
Oh, I can clip this and we
she's-
can just post it on our socials.
She's
Yeah.
gonna
this
keep
is an
it
oopsie.
in.
Most embarrassing clips of the episodes of
Damn
the
it.
past year.
Shit.
I think we probably do have captions from like the past year of stupid shit we've done where we've just trailed off. But you would only know that, Katie.
Yeah, I was listening to, I guess, at the last one we filmed, and it's when I like stuttered and like I couldn't pronounce a word, and like I had to say the word twice at like two different instances, and like both times I struggled getting it out.
Oh, I remember. You
I
just couldn't
just
get
left
it out.
it in to be like full transparency and to be,
She's a real human being.
yeah, exactly. Like I'm just like everyone else, and people have difficulties sometimes pronunciating words.
Usually a Britneyism. I'll give you that.
Brittanyism.
Okay.
Yeah, that was an embarrassing moment for sure, but I left it in.
It wasn't that
So
embarrassing.
you're gonna let me have my ridiculous joke that looked
Absolutely.
incredibly vain.
Absolutely.
Broadcast to everyone.
I don't know if it was
Those
vain.
true colors come out.
She's got a face for YouTube. Like, yeah,
That's the name.
Jesus.
That's the name of the actual
Right.
episode.
Oh,
Just
no.
got that it's an annual review.
Help me.
Oh gosh.
Okay, Brett,
That's
take
good.
it away.
Next.
Take it over
Yeah.
from us for the love
Okay,
of
we
God.
digress. So on social, I asked people to put in questions that they wanted to ask us.
Did you?
And I also did Would You Rather. So we're going to go into that portion. So let's do questions first. What's the most embarrassing blooper or funny moment that happened on the pod?
Did you ask that to people, or are we?
People asked us that.
Oh, really?
We have to answer that,
I
Chelsea.
think it just happened.
Oh, fuck off. That's not fair. That is not fair.
I was trying to think of like embarrassing. I don't think there's been embarrassing because like we know each other so well. There's no chance we can really embarrass in
my
front
God.
of each other. Why? What are you thinking of?
The horoscope one.
Oh, that was my favorite funny moment.
Oh my god, that
When
was
I read
hilarious.
the wrong horoscope for
Oh.
Katie, and it went from great to like shite. Like,
well,
Loving it so much.
Resign.
But it went from like luxury to a step above peasant. that was funny. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I would give it to that. That's the funniest moment.
we have had things, but things that we maybe have cut out, possibly because they weren't appropriate to be said on television. I think you've said some
Oh
things.
my god, do you remember when we got drunk in Arizona and did the Tipsy Tuesday, and
Oh
I
yes,
said some things that we definitely had to edit out, but the best was we're recording, and I'm feeling so good, and I'm going, and I'm going, and I'm just saying all these things, and Chelsea finally looks at me and she goes, "Stop. We gotta pause here. Katie, you're gonna have to edit this when you come across for the last 3 minutes. Brittany, when you said this, I was like, I'll let that slide. Then you said this and this, too much."
Yeah.
compounded.
Yeah.
There's no way that could be
Like,
broadcast. Like,
canceled.
yeah,
Okay,
totally.
don't make it seem like I'm
You know,
okay,
No,
wait,
no, no,
it
no.
wasn't
It
maybe.
wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Chelsea Miss HR government thought it was.
okay. Well, anyways, there've been things that we haven't aired,
I
but yes,
forgot about that
but
one.
I feel like the horoscope podcast kill me because I even mentioned it back to Gary. I was like, so we
Oh,
did
I
a
died. I almost
horoscope,
peed myself.
and I read
Like, I
the
almost
entire
peed myself.
wrong horoscope.
It's really funny to go back and watch that.
Katie, it's really funny.
No,
She's
it
so
is.
pissed.
No,
It's like hilarious that was just like literally like last week's episode too.
it
Like
was
it's
just
just like
Britt, you and I are
it's like
continue
laughing.
talking, and Chelsea's like reading her notes, like talking, like ready to talk about your horoscope, and then she's realized she's fucked up, and she goes, "Oh, you know what I just realized?"
It's the awkward pause that she had. I
Oh yeah,
remember the
she's
pause.
silent for a solid 10 seconds, and we're just like chatting away, and I'm looking at her on the video, knowing that it's coming, and she goes, "Oh shit."
Oh, that makes me
Listen, mistakes happen. Okay, this
mistakes
isn't
happen.
It's
life.
good
It's
times.
real. It's
This is
Exactly.
comfortable.
it's not life.
Okay, who would be your dream special guest?
Ooh,
Mine would be Brene Brown.
Oh, that's
that's
a
a good
great
one.
pick.
I had a little bit of a lead as I made the episode,
That's a
so
great pick. I really like her.
You know
Brene,
what?
if you're listening.
You know
Yeah.
what? I mean, there's a lot of people that I would love to host on the podcast, but I think I would want to learn how to build an amazing podcast too. And I listen a lot to
Mm.
like Diary of a CEO, like Stephen Bartlett. I would probably interview him because he
Okay.
has so many amazing guests on his podcast. Like I just like would want to explore that a bit more on that end.
Okay, let's make it happen. Manifest the shit out of it.
That's a good
Manifest
one
the hell
too.
out of
That's a
it.
good one too.
What about you?
Well, like yeah, like I can go the route of like how to build a podcast and like do that the back
No, pick
the
something original.
No, I know.
Get your own.
But like well, cuz like I don't um I don't know. You guys are in the
You
HR.
say
She's like
Oprah.
giggly squad.
No, but you guys are in the HR industry, so like you would know more.
Well, you can pick anyone.
We even go beyond like HRE type topics. Like we're talking about like
I mean, Brene Brown is more like
apps and
bravery, confidence,
Oprah.
knowing Oprah. That's what I thought you were
Oh,
going to say.
nice. Oh, my wife
Op-
Oprah.
Oprah.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, Oprah would be cool. Alex Cooper would be cool. I also listen to The Toast. Shout out. So
Okay.
Jackie or Claudia would be cool.
I haven't listened to that one. I should tune in. Is it good?
Ooh,
I also like The
Tom
Good Guys.
Sandoval.
No, that's trash.
Do a little VPR. little VPR
We
set.
just really get into his head. So why did you cheat on
Yeah.
Ariana?
And was it a setup? Was this actually
Okay, next question. What's the funniest feedback you've received about the pod?
funniest feedback?
I think everyone's been supportive. I don't know about the funniest.
They're not telling us the bad stuff.
I know. We're just like
That's a real possibility. Listen, I don't really congregate with anyone outside my immediate like circle. So I just get lots of love and support
Yeah.
and it's great and you guys were funny and stuff like that. But maybe you know what, whenever I talk to people that give me comments about the podcast, it's whenever you have some sort of party at your house or whatever and everyone comes here and everyone who knows you listens to us. But it's never been like, it's always just been like, oh, it's great, it's hilarious, I listened to it on my way in. But like, is everyone lying to us? Like maybe that's the funny part.
I feel like the funniest thing I got one time was they're like, "Oh, I tuned in and it's actually good." And I was like,
Oh.
"You didn't need to caveat with actually. You could just say it's good." You didn't have to.
Well, I mean, I'm happy we raised, the bar to their expectations at least, right?
Yeah.
Or that didn't make sense.
Cut it. Katie, cut it. No, I'm
There it
just
is.
joking.
I'm gonna get some feedback on that one probably.
Okay, last one. What was your fave episode to record and why?
I
Okay.
mean, I've just been on, this is my third one. So if I
Yeah.
had to choose, this is fun, as well as the Christmas one because it's light and airy. And I mean, the horoscope was fun too, but my horoscope was shit.
Yeah, but we're going to like hard
So,
recency bias on
I
this
know. I
one.
was gonna even say like the trauma bonding because I really like that one,
We were
but
gonna
that's
make
just
it
because
quick,
it was recent.
but because it was really recent and like
Yeah.
Brittany didn't give us any like prep time with any of these types of
mm.
questions, so we're completely getting.
Or okay, or we can go the opposite route and like the first couple of episodes that we recorded because it was new and exciting, and we just like kind of were just on a whim, like let's just do something and record this episode and see if if it gets traction.
Yeah. I liked a lot of the tips. Well, I feel like Chelsea, I thought you were gonna say Tipsy Tuesday because you just
I do
like
enjoy the
thrive.
Tipsy Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're hilarious, and
I
there's
really liked Shannon coming on. I thought that one was fun, like getting someone else in just because it switched it up and it brought like a different, I guess, experience and skill set. But I mean, the good news is 90% of them are fun. There's only like 10% where I'm like, oh, I didn't like that. And it's usually because I feel like I shat the bed in it. Like, I'm like, oh, I didn't show up that well. Like, I didn't do a
Right,
good
right.
job.
yeah. We all have moments when we record once in a while, and we're not fully
You
ourselves. Like
can't be perfect all the time.
we can't bring our best selves to the table every episode, though we do try, obviously.
Yeah.
Um,
So
it's so hard to think about it because 47 episodes later, I'm even just drawing a blank of like what did we even record 47
well, okay,
times?
so I will say like this past, well, I guess last year, I was a new manager that I had numerous staff under me. And so a lot of the topics that you guys recorded, it was from me and like the struggles that I was going through. And instead of me just, asking you guys, or I did ask you guys, being like, how do I handle this situation?
Yeah.
The topic of an episode would come out of that conversation. So I thought those episodes that we recorded, those were really valuable for me. Um,
You're getting free advice.
exactly. And, but it was also, it was cool that it was based on your experience, right? Like it wasn't like, oh, we reread this and this is how you do it, but we've never actually experienced it. It was a commonality of everyone who's a manager will go through like similar situations throughout their careers.
Yeah.
And Britt, with you experienced it and you would suggest like one thing, and then Chelsea, you would say something else that would not contradict, but it would just help. And so again, like it would just shed a different lens on the situation for me. And so I was able to come come at it afterwards, with two different situations, and then I would be able to make up my own decision of how I was going to handle a situation.
I mean, like I said, it's perfect. And it's like cheap counseling. I
She,
love it.
yeah, underqualified.
Yeah. Underqualified for sure.
I will say, like, I just thought about it for the last 2 seconds, and I don't know that I have particular episodes that are my faves. I think for me it goes along a theme or like a the ones that are, and I know we're always dealing with people, human resources, all of these topics are really dealing with people heavily. But I loved a lot of the topics when we dug into like the brain, like the science of it, the
Mm,
psychology behind it.
Yeah.
Like when we talked a lot about Maslow's hierarchy of needs and like how people tick and whatnot in terms of like how that shows up in situations at work and how we deal with certain situations. Those are ones that were like the most interesting to me that I got into probably a lot more on some of those topics rather than maybe some of the drier kind of typical types of things on like managing change and or like managing
Yeah.
whatever. Do you know what I
hard
mean?
situations, yeah, but it also ties into that's what you took
Yeah.
in university, right? So you do have that education. background of it. And yeah, I'll agree. Like, it was really cool listening to that because you were throwing stats out, and
Yeah.
I would have never known that unless, I read it or you had said it, right? So, and those are really cool.
Yeah, I find some of my favorites, so when I think about it that way, is like I really like the creativity versus
Oh
resourcefulness.
yeah, that was
I
good.
liked the one that we did about being like data informed and how to make great decisions, because I feel like a lot of that stuff is probably what made Shopify so unique and what we pulled into it. And so I just felt I loved the opportunity to share it outside of that and be like, hopefully other people like it enough to, I guess, pick it up, if you will.
Mhm.
So I like the ones obviously that we go off of the beating path a little bit. Like I think we got to hit on some of the basic ones. Like clearly, what do great managers do? That's like a pretty typical HR podcast.
Sure.
But I and people liked it. It's top 5. But I also like what the fuck is culture? Like that one's not typical, and a lot of people like
No.
that. And so for me, those are the ones that perk me up when it's you got to go a little rogue.
And I want to revisit culture actually this year. I want to go back and deep dive into culture a little bit more
Yeah,
because
let's do it.
I think we really only skimmed
Mm,
on that initial episode. And I think there, like, I mean, at least for me, there's been a lot of learning that's happened since that time. So I'd
Yeah,
like to deep dive into that, into particular facets of culture so that we can kind of share that with the viewers, with the listeners,
with the listeners, we need to come up with like the tag name of them.
peeps.
yeah. Our fans, what are we calling them?
Peeps. We this won't be a good thing for me to
No,
try.
just
I will not
just move
succeed on
on.
this.
Let's not do this. Let's not.
Not my strength.
One thing
Okay.
we learned.
I've learned where to shut up. So we also on social did a would you rather. So the first one was like, would you rather bring your child to work or bring your animal to work?
What
What would you
was
guys rather?
I mean, I think most people are probably
I
saying their animal.
Yeah.
I filled it out and I put child.
Oh, I put animal, and I don't even have one.
The highlight.
I don't have a child and I put child. I don't know. Maybe it's like I don't really like animals all that much. Like, oh, I might be
So
canceled.
what did the people
Yeah, what was
say?
the
Well,
average?
it was 89% bring their animal and
Of yours, yeah.
11% bring their child. And I was like, so maybe like a few
Anyone
other
who
people
has
agreed with
a
me.
child
Yeah,
knows that you do not want to
you
bring your
don't wanna
child
bring
to work.
That's fair.
Or
That's
anyone who's
fair.
worked from home during the pandemic with a child at
Oh
the
my
house.
gosh.
You know what I just realized? When I thought about bringing my kid or animal to work, I kind of felt like there was like somewhere I could put them. Like
Like a
It's
day you mean like a daycare
daycare
of
with a
sorts?
nanny just next door.
yeah.
It's
So
like Paris Hilton style.
I didn't think they were gonna bug me all day.
Yeah,
Must
yeah.
must be nice, eh?
Yeah, just show up into your mansion, second floor. Oh, hi, how is he doing? Oh, he's doing great. I'm here for
Oh,
my 30-minute visit.
yeah.
We'll be back later after
Text me if
dinner.
there's any issues.
Listen, that's a lot of people's experience.
Well, like 3%.
It's
Yes.
1%.
Okay, shut up. Next one.
Next.
Would you rather go to like a nearby business trip alone or go travel far away with all your coworkers?
Far away.
Far away. Always far away.
Okay, well, 63% agreed with you.
Oh,
37% said they wanted to do a nearby business trip
Oh,
okay.
okay.
alone.
Boring.
Probably also, this one probably really heavily depends on what their home situation is.
Yeah, good point.
You know what I mean? Like if you're home with, I don't know, maybe
I
not.
I
mean,
don't know. Like I have all the time in the world to go away on a long trip. Chelsea has kids.
I mean, anyone who's into the kids situation far enough knows I'm good to go away for a bit. Like,
Oh, imagine south of France.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, tasting wine, tasting.
We go
in
for like a
Bordeaux.
day,
Perfect.
like business,
Yeah, fucking club
I think
hopping.
the podcast needs a little offsite somewhere.
Offsite. Why not?
Maybe in the south of France. I'm just saying.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next one. Would you rather come into work early or stay late at work?
Stay late.
Early.
Stay late.
Stay late.
Early for me.
I'm an early bird too, and 88% agreed with us, Katie.
What?
So
I,
Chelsea, you're only in the 12%.
I like to do, to be honest, I do both. Okay. I on early and I stay late What can I say?
I will say though,
We
that's
can't
not,
always be at my level.
but I'll say like those stats aren't shocking because people are more productive in the mornings that compared to
Not
the
all.
afternoons. No, it more like the average person is more productive in the morning than the afternoon.
Is that a real stat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just like a
Said
Katie
it.
assumption. Look at you
Well,
bringing in
it's
the
out
stats.
there now, obviously. Like, it's rude.
I am more productive in the morning, but I just thought I was thinking everyone else was like
No,
because
I am also more productive in the morning, but
well, doesn't
I'm
sound like
actually
it.
really good to stay late as well because there's no one there.
Yeah, no, we did leave at 4 today.
Yeah,
You're
I
right.
know.
You're right.
That's not late. Like that's not late by any standards, but I don't have to stay late every single night. You know what I mean?
Listen, I know you jump on late at night. I've seen you in action. We're all just razzing you. We know you do a lot of work. You're a perfect employee, all that good
Yeah.
stuff.
Also, I will say though, working from home, I me personally, like I am prone to working longer hours.
Yeah, me too. That's like the biggest hack that a lot of companies aren't realizing is like when you're at home, usually you put in more because it's there.
Yeah,
There's
Yeah,
no
exactly.
separation.
yeah.
For sure.
Okay, final one. And this one we did, Chels, but it's would you rather a terrible boss but a great job, or a good boss and a terrible job?
Well, I know what I responded to that. Terrible boss and great job because you gonna try and get your boss fired.
That's what we agreed upon. Same, same. Katie, would you have agreed?
I voted that I'd have a terrible job but a good boss in
Hmm.
hopes that I could leverage that to get a better job.
But it's the same company.
No, I would
What in the company?
like
Like a better job
I
in the
don't
company?
no, I would use I think I would leverage no, sorry. I would leverage it to say, okay, this is my experience. I'm having fun while I'm doing it, but I want a different role.
And hoping that the good boss will support you in getting a new
Exactly.
And
role.
advocate.
Okay.
Listen, I think it's a good dream. Don't know if it's as realistic as Chelsea and I's answer, if I'm being honest. Just saying.
So, what did our viewers or our listeners
Oh
say?
yeah. So for that one, oh shoot, I just scrolled away. Give me 1 second.
Kind of again.
Oh, good God. Um, so our viewers
We've
said
lost all track.
22% agreed with us, Chelsea.
22? That's it?
But I don't think they thought about firing, like getting their boss fired.
You guys are savages. That's what's
You're
like
not allowed
the
to say that.
Listen,
conclusion.
if they're terrible,
Not yet. That word has not been canceled yet.
is it canceled?
No, it hasn't yet.
Yet. Okay. Okay. So the last game, and we're already at 44 minutes. A lot of fun games today. Are you guys enjoying this?
I'm enjoying
I
this
love them very
tremendously.
much.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. The last game we're going to play is Who Said What?
Oh, God. That scares me.
So the first one is I think funny enough, the term human resources dehumanizes it completely. It's like little robot workers going around. It's not about people, it's about
It's
positions.
Brit.
Yeah, that's Brit.
It's Chelsea.
Oh,
Pat yourself on the back. You clearly liked that.
Why is that so smart?
Okay. Next one. I mean, worst case, like, sure, they could fire me, or else the company doesn't work and I go find another job. I could have handled that.
I'm
Brit.
going to say that's Chelsea.
That's Brit.
It was me.
Oh.
Yeah. That's about
We were talking, I forget what we were talking about. It was one of the earlier episodes, and I talked about something very controversial, and I was like, well, they could have fired me. Like, whatever.
Whatever.
But I feel like that's a privileged position, anyways. Okay. You'd just be a working class citizen like me.
obviously, I said that. A working class citizen. Jesus.
It's a New Year's slumber.
What's that? What'd you say?
It's a New Year's slumber.
You.
What? On the mountain.
Like it literally was in the the New Year episode, and I was like, "What the fuck was I saying? Like, why didn't Katie cut this? Like, it's just like a Britneyism." I obviously thought I was saying something else.
Because it's a Britneyism.
What would she say that about?
I don't know. It's
We were talking about the New Year. It was
The party on the mountain. Is that what we're talking about?
no. Okay, next one.
No.
Um, When have you ever been known to do less sweet wines? Like, this doesn't fit your profile.
You said that about me.
Nailed it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
obvious.
because
Yeah,
why?
you
Because
like the
you
sweet one.
love a
Because
little sugar in
well,
your
because
wine.
I've been going towards the lesser sweet ones, and you were attempting to mock me,
Okay,
obviously.
next one. If she's bonded to me, then she shouldn't have a choice.
Bonded. That's
Katie,
you.
we know you're a little pervy. Are you thinking?
No, I was I'm not the perv out of us. I'm gonna say that's Chels.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was in fact you, Chelsea, talking about Katie's wedding and how she didn't have a choice in whether or not she was going to include you.
That's so funny. That's
Uh,
hilarious. She doesn't. You have to add me into your
Just
wedding party.
bondage.
We're bonded together. And I
Katie's
just
like,
asked her
not a
last
fucking
night.
chance.
I sent her a message last night too. I was like, if you don't actually have some sort of wedding celebration, we're not friends
Oh yeah.
anymore.
It was
And
like
what
the
was my
warning.
message, Katie? Let's just take a minute and talk about the different messages you received when talking about how
Oh
you're
yeah.
going to do something very small for your wedding. Share.
Very lovey, supportive, number one fan, will do anything. And Chell says, if
It,
you don't do this, we're not friends anymore.
and mine literally was, Katie, we all just love you and we want to be there because we love you, but we
Yeah.
all understand you will do whatever's best. And the ones who don't understand, they're not your real friends.
Oh my god, so rude.
Do you feel seen right now?
No, I don't feel heard. Obviously, so she said, okay, she's going to do her thing with her family, but then she promised she would do a follow up thing as a celebration. Would you be disappointed if she didn't do any sort of follow up celebration?
Well, listen, Chelsea, we
Yes,
would take her
would.
out for dinner and we would do it ourselves.
No, that's a fucking lie. That is a lie. That is a lie, Brittany. You would be
Also,
upset.
I like that you
Don't
said
record
she
this.
promised, like she needs to promise you something around her wedding.
Okay, listen, I'm at a place in my life where I need these things.
It's about you.
I'm trying to find the exact
You're not.
quote.
You're not going to quote my text.
Okay, well, this is dead air. You
Go on.
look for that. I'm going to do the next one.
We've texted too many times and I can't find it now. But it was along the lines of, she's not going to be my friend anymore if we don't have a party.
That's just
Okay, the next one. I got a lot of strengths. Humor is not one of them.
Oh, that's it.
duh.
Oh, Britt.
Well, I had to include it. It was funny. Literally, it just
You need a couple of
You
friends.
are
the epitome
humorous.
of that quote is like, I'm not funny. And then I put it in to try and be funny. And both of you were like, duh, like not funny.
You have your moment.
Should have.
But in the
You have
end,
your
it's
moment.
humorous. We laughed.
I laughed. I enjoyed it.
Okay. We don't need anyone to make me feel good. We already know I'm fucking funny.
Oh, that's Chelsea.
Yeah, I just put them
Okay.
together.
Are you trying to make me look
And the
bad
only-
during this entire episode?
You're the one who called yourself vain earlier. And the only reason why I know Chelsea said it is because she dropped the F-bomb to really make sure people know.
Yeah.
It
Which I dropped the F bomb when I'm
the impact.
yeah, talking about work things.
Yeah.
Not my humor because it's not my strength. Okay. They're Delulu. Did I say that
You.
right?
You
Oh,
said
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
How'd
you
you
said
know
that.
that? I thought that was a good one that we might have guessed
No.
you.
I know you said that.
I'm going to say you because, yeah, you would have asked if is that the right word?
Yeah, I would have been self-conscious. You're right.
I know you said that for sure.
Okay. I don't know what's in this wine. I'm like, it's grapes. Okay. They're fermented. That's all that really
Oh,
matters.
that's Chelsea.
I think it's Brit.
No.
It's Chelsea.
What?
Why did you
That
think
was
it was
Brit's
me,
a
Chelsea?
connoisseur.
Chelsea, why did you think it was me? Because it was a little
What, because she's
stupid?
talked to two people about wine before? She's a connoisseur?
You like sweet whites. That's not very depth
Well, there's just
oriented in the wines.
the quote wasn't in regards to the type of wine. It's just about drinking the alcohol. So it could have been either of us.
Okay, well, Katie knew. She also has listened to everyone. Whoa. Okay, next one. Don't be the victim. Just fucking get in there and do the work. Like, honestly, though.
Oh.
You would have said that. Harsh love.
I don't know. You would have too, though.
Nope. Brit would have said that.
Oh, okay. Let's go
I'm
with Brit.
dying at you trying to make me the villain because I've given.
Guaranteed you said that.
You might have said that though. I can see either one of you saying
Yeah,
that.
Brit said
So
It was me.
Yeah.
It was me.
okay, there you go.
She gets It's a little bit feisty.
No, yeah, she does.
sometimes,
When
though.
there's no
She
patience
tries-
left. Yeah.
She tries to surprise
Coming
me.
hot. It's knowing it and believing it so wholly that it doesn't become a presentation, it becomes your story.
You would have said that. There's no way I said that.
I
Really?
think you would have.
There's no way I said that. No way. Like I
It
went,
was me. I'll give it to you that. But I feel like you would have said that.
I feel
Nope.
like you. Well.
but I love the quote. I wish I'd said it.
Hmm.
It's a good quote.
Okay. As much as you didn't think this was going to be a valuable podcast, we really brought it.
I probably said that.
Yeah,
Was
it was
that
you,
from the
Chels.
first episode?
I thought it sounded like me. I thought it was like I listened and I was like, oh, that would be something I would say. Like,
There's where we connect. We just
yeah.
think very highly of ourselves.
This is my first alcoholic beverage in over a week. Can you believe it?
Me, because that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that was you when you did a break after our NOLA trip.
Yeah, I needed.
I
that
remember.
one
I
week.
actually remember that. Yeah.
I needed that 1 week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't NOLA. It was when you went to Portland. Because after NOLA, you kept drinking. We stopped.
Yes.
Okay. Action. This follows. Well, this is you, but I thought it was funny. I told myself I would detox, and I followed it through for an entire week. I think that's pretty damn good.
That's
good.
that's. She's like,
And then
that is good.
mine was, I don't know if it was the same podcast. I don't think it was, but it's funny because it goes with this tray. Okay, let's grab some wine and get into it then.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, that's it. That's my quotes.
Those
Those
are
are
good.
good. Those are
Those
fun.
Yeah.
are funny. Well done. You
Enjoyed
chose
that.
them well.
Good quotes.
You know, I was trying to find ones that were like ambiguous, like who would it be,
Yeah.
But it's hard because we definitely do have different tones,
Yeah. No,
which is
you
great.
got me on a couple of them. 100%. You got me on a couple of them, but I think we have really similar personalities, but different ways on how we express ourselves, which is interesting.
Yeah. Well, like let's be honest, you two, both of you are quite a bit more witty and clever, and
Don't sell yourself short, Britt.
I'm very clever in work things, sure. Like I know I'm bright. I've had great experience. I'm not going to sell it short, but like thinking of a joke or like a little chirp or something to get going, that takes me a long time. I got to like premeditate, got to think about it, got to amp myself up. So it's just different, you know?
But it's great.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed it.
Me too.
So are we, final question, are we in for, we don't have to commit to a year, but are we continuing on with this thing?
I think so.
And what are our hopes and dreams?
I want to live a luxury. I want to have a luxurious month.
Dream bigger, a luxurious year.
It's not in the cards.
Oh.
I would like to keep going with the podcast. I'm still enjoying it. I'm still learning a lot. I'm still enjoying spending time with some of my favorite people. So why wouldn't I?
Yeah, same, ditto.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Oh,
build.
I was gonna say that, Britt. I was gonna be like, yeah, ditto.
Good one.
Good one. Also, ladies, you've done a much better job today of not leaving me out, but I think it's because of the forced agenda of the pod.
You made we stopped excluding you, and then I'm picking on Katie, and she's gonna give me shit the whole ride.
I don't mind when you
you're not
pick on
getting
each other.
She's not
That's
giving
fine.
me that. I'm just stuck at your house. I live here now. Apparently, I don't have a car here. I live here.
Well, it's a great house
Go
to
great
be stuck in.
dinner.
There you go. Okay. Well, I love you guys. Cheers to a
Cheers.
year. And here's to many more fun ones.
Yeah,
Cheers. She finished her drink.
Cheers.
Oh, there you go. Have another one, why don't you?
Good
night.
Bye.